You are so gracious and so kind. We had a wonderful meal last night. We appreciate that so much. The kids were excited. They got a taco bar or a Mexican bar, whatever you called it. It was just absolutely wonderful. Had a great night last night, and we hope today what we have for you are some songs that you will enjoy. There's some stories that go along with them. We hope you will take those to heart and enjoy the songs as we sing them. The first song we're going to sing is one we normally march in on, but because of time and everything, we decided we were just going to start it with God of Our Fathers, which is a song that was written in 1876 for the birthday of our country, 1776, the 100th birthday, and it was written for people to use, for congregations to use in their services for the celebration of the 100th birthday of our country. God of Our Fathers. This year at FreedHardeman is our 150th anniversary. We've been in existence since 1869, and this has been a year of celebration for us. And through the course of that, we have done a number of choral concerts, and we have kind of gone back through the history of the choral music department and taken some of the songs that the old choruses used to sing. This next song is from the era of Kelly Doyle, who was from 1950 to 1996, and this was one of his favorite songs. What Wondrous Love Is This?
Dreadful
try to do is to pick up some new songs that have been written just recently. I think in 2014, this new song was presented, and I heard it online a few months ago, and I thought, well, that's just really kind of neat. We're going to go ahead and try to see if we can sing that. And this is called the Gospel Song. On campus, we're very fortunate to have a professor of what does he do, Dr. Cunningham? Composition, that's right. He only has an office right next to me, and I've known him for 10 years. Dr. Cunningham is professor of composition, and he has written this next song for the 150th anniversary of FreedHardeman University. It's God So Loved the World. Very beautiful song that he said he's eventually going to make into a hymn and hopefully get into our hymn books one of these days. God So Loved the World by Alan Cunningham.
He's
children of the 60s and 70s. Okay, a lot of us were. Sometimes how many of you were hippies? Okay, maybe some of you were. My mom and dad wouldn't let me do that thing, so I didn't. I admired some of the things they did. One of the things I admired were some of the songs that they did, some of the protest songs and that kind of thing. I was young, I didn't know any better, and so. But one of the things that we did, I was in Boy Scouts, and when we went on a trip, we'd always sing this one song. It was called "Kumbaya." How many of you remember that song, "Kumbaya"? Yeah. And I just thought it just kind of neat, and then I found out what it meant, come by here, and I found the story behind it. And it was about the natives and where the missionaries were going up and down the river to teach the villages that were along the river about Jesus Christ. And the natives would say, "Come by here. We want to hear Kumbaya. We want to hear the story of Jesus too." And so this song that we're going to sing is from, you hear the melody in this, and it's been arranged. It's called "Come By Here." They don't use the African words, but they use the American words, "Come by here." And you're going to hear the pleading of the people as they tell them to come by here. And they want to pray for them, heal them, be with them, and tell them about Jesus Christ. This is "Come By Here" by Dr. Uzi Brown. This next song is a gospel song. It's one that was popular back in the early 1900s. Precious Lord, Take My Hand by Thomas Dorsey. Thomas Dorsey was called the father of gospel music, and he was a musician and did a lot of other arranging of other music before he got into gospel music. The story is that one time he went out on a trip. His family had just been married not too long, and his wife was pregnant, getting ready to deliver a baby, and he said, "I'm going to stay home with you." And she said, No, you go on, and everything's going to be fine. Baby's not due for a while yet. So he went on, and during the first set of the music that they did, he got a message that said that his wife was in labor and was getting ready to deliver the baby. After the set was over, he got another telegram and said that the baby was delivered, but your wife died. And then a little bit later, the baby died. Well, whenever he got back, he realized, he'd lost everything that he held dear, and he wasn't there when things like that happened. And so he kind of went into seclusion, became a hermit, said, I'm done with everything, done with life. I'm just going to live my life out and not do anything. And one of his best friends came to him and said, "Look, you're a young man, you've got a lot of music to give to the world. Please get back into the music. It'll help you heal." And so he did, and the first thing that he wrote was this next piece, Precious Lord, Take My Hand. And he said it helped him get through that very difficult time of losing his wife and his child. Precious Lord, Take My Hand by Thomas Dorsey. In the book of 2 Samuel, we see the story of David and Absalom. his son. Absalom was trying to take over the kingdom from David. And we know the story of what happened, that they found Absalom, his hair hung in a tree, and they killed Absalom. And they came back and told David, said, "We've killed Absalom, the usurper to the throne." And David had told them, "Don't hurt the boy." But they came back, told him he was dead. He died. This next song is called David's Lamentation, and it's the musical representation of David's grief whenever he heard what happened to Absalom. Still loved Absalom, still loved him as his son. And you hear through the music, this music is not easy to listen to because it's trying to depict the grief of David. You're going to hear a lot of clashing of notes, but that's David trying to get through this very difficult time. It's a beautiful song, a beautiful piece, but sometimes difficult to listen to. But this is a very, very nice piece. I hope you enjoy it. It's David's Lamentation. We're going to take a trip to different countries, the next two pieces. This next one is from the country of Russia. It's called Holy, and it's by Alexander Gretchaninov, written in the early 1900s, called the Russian Romantic period of music. And what Gretchaninov was trying to do in this piece, he's trying to show through music what it looks like in a Russian cathedral in the evening as the light came in through those beautiful stained glass windows. Musicians try to do these kind of things, try to depict things in nature and the things that you see through music. But this is a specific piece of music for a worship service in the evening time, and trying to depict all that light coming in. It's very beautiful, and you're going to hear a lot of different ways to depict light through music. In the meantime, they're talking about the birth of Jesus. This is Holy, Radiant Light. We're going to go south from Russia to what used to be called the Dark Continent, to Africa. And this piece of music is from South Africa. It's called Indodana. It's sung in the Xhosa language. And let me just tell you exactly what we're going to be singing in that language. It's very simple, and it's going to be, it says, "The Lord has taken his Son who lived among us. The Son of the Lord God was crucified." And that's basically all it says. And then throughout the course of the song, you hear these syllables that they'll be singing, and the syllables are holololo and he, li, 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 and it's them trying to depict what it sounds like when they're crying. And they're crying because Jesus was crucified, and they pray to Jehovah God, and that's another word in there. So it's a little bit different, and hopefully you will enjoy it. It's this is the first time we've performed it. So if we mess up, we'll start all over again. We'll get going again. But I think you're going to enjoy it. It's very beautiful. Indodana.
Oh
going to sing a couple of spirituals for you now. This first one is Set Down Servant. We have two soloists. David and Jay are going to come down, and they're going to be depicting two characters in this song. It's called "Sit Down, Servant," and it's the story kind of a saint getting ready to go into heaven, and he knows he deserves some things because when he gets to read in the Bible, when he gets to heaven, he's supposed to get these wonderful things, and he asks God. He has the temerity. He wants to tell God, "Give me what I deserve." And so the choir is saying, "No, don't do that. Sit down, servant." And then he says, "I can't sit down because my soul's so happy that I can't sit down." And so this David's the Christian saint coming to heaven, and Jay's playing the part of God. So I hope you enjoy this. It's a lot of fun, and you will. I think you'll enjoy this. Sit down, servant. This last spiritual that we're going to sing for you is "Ain't It That Good News." It's a song that's nearly 100 years old, written by William Dawson, and it's just a good, fun song. "Ain't It That Good News" about getting to heaven by William Dawson.
I got a roll of
We're going to finish our program today with the Lord bless you and keep you. It's our way of saying thank you for being the wonderful host that you've been to us. We usually, how much time do we have? What time is it? I've lost. You're not like a regular Church of Christ where you have a clock right in the very back there. That doesn't. What is it? 9:50? Okay, we got time to do this then. We usually ask anybody that's sung in a Christian college chorus to come and sing with us. Maybe if you sung in a high school chorus and you know the Lord bless you and keep you, we'd like for you to come and sing with us. If you are just somebody that would like to sing in a chorus and never done it and knows the Lord bless you and keep you, maybe you don't even know the Lord bless you and keep you, but you want to sing with the chorus, now's your time to do it. So we're going to make room for you up here. If you would come up here and sing with us, we'd sure love for you to do that at this time. The Lord bless you and keep you. Again, thank you for letting us be here this morning. And after we get done, I'll turn it back over to Spencer, I guess, or whoever wants to take over after this. This is the Lord bless you and keep you. Thank you.